Hi, we are here to learn about Revit architecture. But before getting to Revit architecture, let's learn about BIM. BIM stands for Building Information Modeling. Let's get into the definition of BIM. As per the standard ISO 19650 clause 3.3, the definition of the BIM is use of a shared digital representation of a built asset to facilitate design, construction, and operation processes to form a reliable basis for decisions. That's the definition of BIM. Now let's try to understand this definition in great detail. Let's get into step by step. I'll focus on only this. It says use of a shared digital representation. What is digital representation means? For example, if we are focusing on a building construction, if the building is represented digitally inside a computer using a software, that is called digital representation. But it says use of a shared digital representation. What is this shared digital representation? It's a centralized model used by multiple stakeholders. What is stakeholders? Stakeholders means the designer, the consultant, contractor, and client. These are the stakeholders. That means we have a digital representation. Now this digital representation can be used by multiple stakeholders. Okay, we have a digital representation, but this digital representation is for what? That is the next point. It says use of a shared digital representation of a built asset. Now what is this built asset? It includes building, infrastructure, and other facilities. The built asset can be a building or a dam, bridge or tunnel. For example, if a built asset is a building, the digital representation of the building is developed. Now that is called BIM. Now if I ask, okay, why we are creating that digital representation? That is the next point. It says to facilitate design, construction and operation processes. Covers design, construction and operation. We create a digital representation of a built asset like building, dam, bridge or tunnel. That means we are creating a digital representation of a built asset to facilitate the design. The digital representation is used for designing purpose during the construction phase and during the operation or maintenance phase of the project. Now with these 3 points, we can clearly understand the process of BIM. The BIM means creating a digital representation of a built asset to facilitate the design, construction and operation process. Finally, it says to form a reliable basis for decision. That means ensures accurate and up-to-date information for decision making. That means we use this digital representation to ensure accurate and up-to-date information for decision making purpose. Okay, that's about the BIM. Okay, now we can also define the BIM simply as process of creating virtual model that represent actual buildings facilities. Building facilities in the sense it can be an architectural facilities or structural facilities or mechanical or electrical plumbing facilities of the building, which can be coordinated and computable. What is coordinated in the sense there won't be any manual update required. Computable in the sense using the available data will be able to do energy analysis, structural, lighting, heating and cooling analysis. Now coming to the BIM, Building Information Modeling, there's a misconception. Some may think BIM means 3D. No, that's a wrong idea. BIM means not directly 3D. If you read, it is BIM, Building Information Modeling. We have the letter I and letter M. Information and modeling. We have two things, information and modeling. M refers model and I refer information, or we can say data. Model in the sense it is used for 3D visualization, coordination and class detection purpose. That is the 3D model. And inside the 3D model or inside the digital representation in the BIM, we have the data. The data is used for analysis, for costing and specification purpose. Now we have two things, the information and model. Now which is more important? Comparing to these two, the information has more weightage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the I as big. So whenever you write a BIM, imagine the letter I is very big, something like this. That means the I information has more weightage than model, that is BIM. BIM revolutionizes how AEC professionals approach their work. AEC in the sense architectural engineering construction. Let's further discuss related topics in the upcoming lectures.